In today's recipe we're going to prepare a southern Italian dish that is quite traditional, Italian eggs and sauce.
Which has the nickname of spicy eggs in purgatory, or Uova Piccante in Purgatorio. Just watch this episode.
Hi, this is Connie, with another tasty and traditional Italian egg dish that your gang will enjoy.
And hi, this is Vince. Welcome to a quick recipe. We'll give the list of ingredients later in the episode.
But feel free to take notes.
Let's get started.
Vince is going to prepare his mom's marinara sauce as the base sauce of the recipe. He's dicing 5 cloves of garlic, you can use less if you prefer. And 1 large sweet onion. Now pour extra virgin olive oil into a preheated saucepan at low-medium heat, covering the entire bottom of the pan. Once the oil is up to temp, add the onion. The heat should be low-medium heat so that the onion cooks slowly, which gives it a sweeter flavor and a more aromatic presence, rather than a high heat that produces bitterness. Next we add 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. The butter will give us another level, or layer of fat for flavor, along with the olive oil. Fat is one of the elements that adds flavor to a dish. A teaspoon of Calabrian chili paste is added for a little heat, which is quite often an underlying element that makes a dish more appealing. And still another layer of seasoning with 1 tablespoon of coarse black pepper. Don't be afraid of it being too spicy, that's where home cooks fail, by under-seasoning. Now the fresh garlic goes in, but remember to adjust to a low-medium heat so the garlic doesn't burn. High heat ruins garlic by making it bitter. Once the onion and garlic are translucent, add the tomato paste. Add 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. You can adjust it to taste, but if you want some depth in flavor use a full tablespoon. We're using a 28-ounce can of whole San Marzano tomatoes that we've pureed, but feel free to use the canned tomatoes of your choice, like diced tomatoes. Now 2 tablespoons of dried basil. And a tablespoon of dried oregano. See how the layers of flavors are building up.
A trick that Mom always used to lessen the tartness of the tomatoes was to add a tablespoon or 2 of cane sugar to her sauce.
It really reduces the acidity of the tomatoes. Hand tear some fresh basil when the sauce is almost finished. We don't want the basil to boil, but just wilt so that it remains at its most aromatic level. Take a moment to subscribe to our quick recipe channel and give us a like.
It makes it possible to create more episodes for you.
Add a cup or 2 of hot water to the sauce if it gets a little too thick. Here's the list of ingredients for Italian eggs in purgatory. 1 large sweet onion diced. Extra virgin olive oil. 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. 1 teaspoon Calabrian chili paste. 1 tablespoon of coarse black pepper. 4 to 5 cloves of diced fresh garlic. 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 28-ounce can of your favorite tomatoes. 2 tablespoons of dried basil. 1 tablespoon of dried oregano. 1 to 2 tablespoons of cane sugar. 2 eggs per serving. Crunchy Italian bread or baguettes. Half cup of fresh basil.
You can review the list in the Show More section below.
Bring the heat to a low simmer. The ideal temperature to poach eggs is 180 degrees Fahrenheit. We don't want to boil the eggs but gently poach them, which is a slower cooking process. Let them sit in separate small bowls, or ramekins, to let them come up to room temperature. This way the eggs won't lower the temperature of the sauce drastically when introduced, and they'll poach more evenly. And use a pan lid. It usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes to poach eggs in sauce. This way the egg white will set properly, and the yolk remains its yummy runniness. Timing is somewhat important, so have your serving bowls ready.
Now it's time to plate up the eggs in purgatory, or as the Italians say, Uova Piccante in Purgatorio.
Carefully remove each serving with a large spoon from well below the eggs.
This prevents them from breaking up.
And bathe them in some sauce so that you can dunk that crusty bread.
Now that's authentic Italian cooking.
And the final touch, some fresh basil as a garnish. And that essential crunchy bread for dunking. Bon appétit! Here are a few more tips and recipes that you may find interesting. Also, check out our website, aquickRecipe.com, for more interesting cooking ideas.
Thanks for watching. See you next time on our YouTube channel, A Quick Recipe.